There's some really interesting stuff going on with both of these cases, the Broadcom versus Siemens and Fidelity. So Siemens, again, they were going through their normal contract negotiation, and they sent over data to Broadcom in 2024. And that's always a mistake. Never send data to a vendor unless you absolutely know for sure what you're doing and what you're sending. Hopefully you're working with an expert who does know. But so that gave Broadcom the right to say, hey, look, you sent us data and we know you're out of compliance. And normally Broadcom would be suing for breach of contract. They're not. And that's a really big deal. They're suing for intellectual property breach, which means that the contractual terms in their ELA and those damage liability terms aren't capped anymore. So they're talking about unlimited liability and damages in this lawsuit, which is very, very scary from a legal standpoint. And it'll be really interesting to see how this shakes out. Like, unfortunately, it'll probably settle and we won't really get to know. But that's a really big deal for this not to be no longer a commercial contract dispute, but instead an intellectual property breach. That is really playing ball on Broadcom. We've worked with a lot of our clients who we're helping continue on the perpetual license. Luckily, their contract terms allow them to. But in almost every case, they've received some sort of legal threat. Even though we've verified that they're within their contractual bounds, VMware is Broadcom's kind of playing the, we're going to send this to you anyway, see what happens, kind of play big and scary. So even though you may be well within your legal rights, there's still going to be some pressure from Broadcom in terms